High above the sleeping jungles, gentle beasts made of mist ride slow-moving clouds to lull the sky to rest. Somewhere between the last sigh of day and the first blink of night, there is a place where even the stars lean low to listen. When the world below had slipped beneath the waves of twilight, when the land was lost in slumber and only the crickets kept their vigil, that was when the cloud riders awoke. Her home was a woven nest of vines and feathers tucked into the crook of an ancient tree on the edge of a sheer cliff. From this vantage point she had a clear view of the night sky, and it was here she spent most of her time. As she traced the path of a particularly graceful cloud beast, she felt a tug at her heart, a pull in her chest, a yearning deep within her soul. So taking a deep breath, she climbed out of her nest and stepped onto the branch that held it. The world swayed beneath her feet. The jungle spread out like a patchwork quilt below, and the sky was a vast, unending sea of stars above. Then she saw it, a cloud ladder shimmering into existence, connecting the branch to the slow-moving cloud beast she had been tracing. With trembling hands, Rumi reached out and touched the cool mist. It felt like silk on her skin, like whispered secrets on her lips. The cloud beast dipped its head in a gesture of farewell. The jungle shrank beneath them. The river became a silver thread, and the village nestled in the valley was but a pinprick of light. Looking down, she gasped. What they had entered was a realm of quiet wonder, a hidden corner of the sky untouched by human eyes. It was a place of soft pastel hues, where fluffy clouds carpeted the sky, sparkling waterfalls cascaded into cotton candy seas, and rainbow bridges arched over crystal clear lakes. Time had no meaning here. There were no days or nights, no past, present or future, only an eternal now. She made friends with giggling galaxies and danced with friendly constellations, each twirl and swirl a celebration of pure, quiet joy. "It's time to go, isn't it?" it asked softly. Rumi nodded, tears welling up in her eyes. "I'm so glad I got to ride with you," she whispered. As she reached the top, the world rushed back into focus. The familiar sounds of the jungle, the rustle of leaves, the chirping of crickets, the distant call of a nightbird, all returned to her ears. And as she looked up, the sky was filled with the soft glow of twilight. She could have stayed there forever, lost in the timeless beauty of the cloud realm. But as the sun began its slow descent, she knew that as long as she believed, a part of her would always remain among the clouds, riding with the cloud riders on their eternal dance. And whenever she gazed up at the stars, she would know that somewhere in the vast expanse above, her spirit soared with the cloud riders, forever young, forever free, forever in wonder. "You are always welcome here, little one. Just follow the path of stars and the sound of laughter, and we shall meet again." Then with a final nuzzle, it turned and glided towards the shimmering cloud ladder, disappearing into the folds of a passing cloud, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple. Rumi felt a pang of longing for her home, and in this timeless expanse, Rumi was truly free. As they ascended higher, the air grew thinner, the stars brighter, and the Milky Way stretched out before them like a river of diamonds. "Tonight, little one, tonight we fly." With that, it turned and glided towards the shimmering cloud ladder, beckoning Rumi to follow. It was as if the very essence of the cloud was reaching out to her, beckoning her to come, inviting her to join. As she watched, a gentle smile touched her lips. She knew then that she was exactly where she was meant to be. The ladder swayed gently in the night breeze, and with each step Rumi felt herself rising higher and higher above the world. "Greetings, little one. I have been expecting you." Startled by the voice, Rumi stumbled back. "Expecting me? But how? But why? Why have you chosen me?" The cloud beast's smile widened. "Because your spirit is as boundless as the sky, your heart as pure as the stars, and your dreams are as endless as the clouds themselves. You are ready, little one, to join us in our eternal dance." The cloud beast smiled, its eyes twinkling like stars. "Every night you watch us, your heart yearning to be with us. We felt your call, your longing to join our dance, so we have come for you." Then finally, she reached the top, and there, silhouetted against the star-studded sky, stood the most magnificent creature she had ever seen. It was a cloud beast like no other, its form a perfect blend of strength and grace, its features both fierce and kind, gazing at the clouds and chasing falling stars, whispering secrets to the wind and waving at the moon. She knew every constellation in the heavens, every twinkle and shimmer and glimmer, and she knew every story the starlight spun. But her favorite were the cloud riders. One by one, they heaved themselves up into the limitless expanse of night, stretching limbs of vapor and swirling mists high above the jungle canopies. She would trace their paths with her finger, naming the ones she knew so well and giggling at the ones that looked like silly monsters or funny faces. She longed to join them in their nightly dance, to ride with them on their silent song. But they were creatures of the night, and she was tethered to the earth. So she would simply wave and call out, "Cloud riders, fly safe," and they would answer with a rustle of wind through the trees and a lullaby of leaves. They were gentle giants, patient and serene, their forms rippling and changing in the inky darkness, riding the slow tides of clouds that flowed around them like whispered secrets. Their breath was the softest music, lulling the restless winds to peaceful sighs and setting the very stars to twinkling. Even the moon, a pearl in the velvet sky, seemed to pause its journey to drink in the cloud rider's silent song. Each night they rode the currents higher and higher, further and further away from the earthbound worries of men until the ground was nothing but a distant memory and the world below was hushed and still. And every night a little girl named Lumi watched them from her cliffside nest high above the tree. Lumi was a watcher of wonders, a listener of lullabies, a dreamer of starlit skies. Each night she watched them climb higher and higher into the star-studded canvas above, their forms ever shifting, ever changing, yet always beautiful. Then one night, as Lumi sat nestled in her nest, watching the cloud riders climb into the starlit sky, something extraordinary happened. At first, Lumi was afraid. To leave her nest meant leaving the only home she had ever known, but the pull was too strong to resist, and as she climbed, the pull in her chest grew stronger, urging her on, guiding her up. As Lumi approached, the beast lowered its head and spoke in a voice that rumbled like distant thunder, yet was as gentle as a mother's whisper. With a deep breath, Lumi stepped forward, her fear replaced by wonder. Tears welled up in Lumi's eyes. "Oh, I've dreamed of this moment for so long. When will we ride together?" Hand in hand, they flew across the star-dusted sky, leaving behind the world of men and their earthly concerns. Then, as the first rays of dawn began to touch the horizon, the cloud beast slowed, allowing Lumi to catch her breath. In the distance, Lumi saw other cloud riders, some soaring gracefully, others dancing playfully, all moving in perfect harmony with the music of the spheres. They spent the day soaring through fields of clouds, swimming in seas of stars and playing hide-and-seek among the constellations. She raced with cloud kittens, chased shooting stars, and raced across the sky on the back of a laughing sunbeam. As if sensing her thoughts, the cloud beast nuzzled her hand, its eyes filled with understanding. The cloud beast dipped its head in farewell. Taking a deep breath, Lumi climbed the ladder, her heart overflowing with the magic of her adventure. Standing on her branch, Lumi knew she would never forget her day in the cloud realm, the friends she had made or the adventures they had shared.